Sorry about the noise, but we are live. I am going to wait a few minutes for you guys to show up. See how many people actually show up. I know everybody's got differences in what they're doing, different places being. But if you stop in, say hi or whatnot. I am taking a little walk just to see how many people we actually see popping in. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, I'll tell you that. So, for now, I guess I'm just going to get started. There are so many things to cover. Okay. So, let's start off with the AI issue. Okay. Not that I'm trying to recover anything, but AI is only good for so many things. One of them is maybe making a game, making a song, making a movie, just to see what interests people. Apparently that's what they're trying to test for. AI is also bad for a lot of shit, like taking jobs, trying to write programs for itself. It's just not right. And we're going to be covering a lot of everything, being pretty much sex, religion, just basically anything that I know that may be truth, but some of it is also going to be my opinion. Still waiting for a little bit of somebody to pop in. Major thanks, by the way. Sorry about that. Major thanks, by the way, to Jen Serdell, who helped some people find the channel. Also to Guy Hook, who also got his family and friends interested in the channel. Guys, thank you very much for all that. I appreciate it. Thank you guys who've actually left the comments, questions, things like that. I appreciate all that. And so much to do, so much to deal with. So, if there are any thoughts, by the way, on anybody's mind, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I will be reviewing that. Just in case for the first live session nobody shows up. That's fine, I understand. And hello to the first person, whoever that may be. Feel free to leave a hello. I can give you a shout out. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. And let's see here. Oh, guys, how you doing? How you doing? What's up? Oh, I should have got my glasses. Damn. What's up, people? How's everybody going? So the biggest thing on my mind, wow, that's a lot. The biggest thing on my mind, guys. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, how you guys doing, everybody? Jen, Guy, all you guys. So here's the biggest thing on my mind, okay? First, I appreciate everyone who's helped me get this far. Second, I appreciate everything you guys push to support the channel with. I really do. Like I said before, feel free to drop any comments or subjects in the chat that you would actually like to hear talked about or like to hear discussed. Right now, I'm actually just walking around my neighborhood at the moment. A little bit of a hazardous neighborhood, seeing as how sometimes you get kids riding bikes down the middle of the street on their bikes doing wheelies and everything, and then their parents want to ask how they got hit by a car. But at the same time, there are a lot of things we're definitely going to cover. What are you guys up to? How are you all feeling? I see a lot of greats, goods, all that. I'm actually glad you guys are healthy and able to be here. Jesus, thank you very much. Anyway, usually at this point I'm walking the dog, but I'm not right now because this is just something I truly believe in. Unlike our U.S. government, I do not believe in that because of the fact there's too many people trying to make war, considering North Korea, Japan, and Russia are all teamed up on one side, and believe me, that could do a lot more than enough damage to this country. Believe me, I know that. The other issue I have in mind, the other big issue, yes, as definitely was mentioned before, was AI. Good for some things, but not everything. And the only other thing I don't like is the fact that it's starting to write its own programs as well. So that's really not good either. It will be, from my studies, from the reviews, from everything, it is going to be taking up a lot of female jobs first, secretarial, clerical, things like that, lawyers' offices. As you can already see, they've already taken a lot of cashier jobs and everything, to where you're not actually dealing with a person, you're dealing with a machine. I like people. I like people better. Man-made, I don't care. As long as I get some human interaction, that's fine by me. As far as AI, go fuck that shit, because it's not my style. You're going to take things for, like I was mentioned before, how are they going to sit there and say that all these senators, mayors, presidents, we're here to create jobs, when you're giving them to AI and AI is going to regulate them? Sure. God damn, I think I'm going to have to go get my glasses. I'm an American, yo. How you doing? No matter where you're from, I don't care if you're from Afghanistan, I don't care if you're from America, I don't care if you're from Colombia, I don't care if you're from Mexico, Russia, I don't care where you're from. Guys, thank you very much for coming in. We are one human race, so that's all that matters. There is no other race as far as I'm concerned. Man, I really love to see my screen got darn sun glare. Should have got an anti-glare screen. That's my bad, guys. Really, it is. See if I can step in the shade and read a few of your comments. I like responding to people. I love giving people shout outs. Unfortunately, the chat writing is a bit small. Just a bit. Yeah, it is dangerous. It is dangerous for kids to be riding down the street doing wheelies in traffic. That is absolutely correct. But that, unfortunately, is between the parents' fault and the government's fault. The government wants to restrict how parents correct their kids. So that means parents can't correct their kids the way they're supposed to nowadays. And then the kids get away basically with everything. And then so far in this area where I'm at now, there have been 2 accidents to where people have been hitting kids with cars. Now, technically, that comes from the entitlement of the kids, saying I can do what I want, fuck all that, da da da. Sometimes you gotta understand, I see them doing it in groups. Sorry about all the outside noise. You'll probably hear motorcycles and some decent fucking muscle cars. But yeah. All right, let me take a walk down this way. Concerned. How do you guys feel about everything else going on in the world today? There's so much to talk about. Just like sex, politics, looks, prejudices that I hate, everything. It's just, this world just ain't going the right way. And everybody keeps saying we're supposed to be in the end times. It is only that way because of the fact that everybody's relying on the Bible to come up with the correct answers. Now, some people do rely on that, some people don't. There are atheists, there are Christians, there are people who believe in witchcraft, there are people who believe in multiple ways of life. But to me, as far as I'm concerned, the world is actually what you make it. It's not specifically designed for anybody except for the people who want control. And the only reason why they have control is you give it to them. That's all. You elect a president, it's never the one that you want. And the only reason why I've never actually had any of the people win the presidency that I want, as a little joke, my name is never on the ballot. Trust me, they would never want me running this country, because a lot of people would be fired and reassigned, and I would only actually hire people who I would trust to run that stuff. Hell no, they would not be getting away with half of this. Holy God. It is bright and shiny out here. Let's see if I can get some shade over here. Okay, there we go. Well, welcome from the United States, you know. Welcome, Afghanistan. How are you? No, it's just once in a while my goatee likes to do whatever it wants, really. I trim it up every once in a while. It's just, it goes one way or the other. My hair is really uncontrollable. My hair right now is cut short in memory of my brother, who was a Navy SEAL. He made it in, I didn't, the whole 9 yards, so I cut my hair in memory of him. Otherwise my hair would be too long. I know a friend of mine named Jen. Yeah, hell yeah. I'll be the first one to admit I'm a poor person. I don't care. I'm proud from where I've done. I'm proud from the life I live. Yeah, I am poor. I'm not exactly rich. There is no rich with me. Okay, there never has been a rich with me. I've never been a money person. Okay, to be honest with you, I've definitely never been a money person. I've lived in poor ass neighborhoods. I've lived near the projects. I've lived near McCafferty Village in Chester, Pennsylvania. I've lived in all these bad places. The difference is I still try to look for the best in what's in those areas. Well, I look at it this way. As far as intelligence, my IQ is a 121. I am not military oriented apparently, so you're right, I probably wouldn't make it in the military, but at the same time, I accept less bullshit than they do. Oh, see, me, for someone who says I'm proud of not leaving anything that's great, okay? As far as I'm concerned with leaving something that's great, a great sense of morals, a great opinion, trying to have people do some things, a lot of things great. Great all depends on what you do and what you do with it. Okay? You can take a sloppy neighborhood, fix it up, and that's great. That's leaving it great. That's your personal thing to do with the neighborhood and the community. It doesn't matter. I look at it this way. I do have a lot of self-respect and integrity. That's great for me. But at the same time, I respect everybody else too, no matter what they're from. No matter if you call me poor, no matter if you call me dumb, too dumb for the military, it doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, I don't care. I'm not worried about riches. The only thing I worry about is the facts, and I worry about knowledge, period. I mean, if that's all you're going to throw out there is the negative comments, sure, I can still dance with those too. I'm used to trolls. I'm a streamer online as well, not just with YouTube, period. And to me, I help as many people as I can do whatever they want with whatever they're trying to do. I don't care about negativity. I'm around that all the time, and I still consider myself a great person and a good person. You haven't done anything meaningful in at least 10 years. I don't know. You would never know that. You would never know that. I've done plenty of things meaningful in the past 10 years. Okay, plenty of things. However, it all depends on how well you know me. What in the past 10 years do you think I have not done that's been meaningful? Okay? I'm not worried if I stream and make any money. I'm not doing this for the money. That's on you. That's an opinion. And technically, that's not fact. I'm not worried about streaming to make money. As far as I'm concerned, streaming to make money, that's for people who are desperate for the cash, probably have a better personality than me. I'm not worried about it. If you're trying to break me down, dude, that's impossible. That's really impossible. I've been through a lot of the worst of it. That's on you, dude. Okay? If poor is the worst comment you can throw out, I know my background. I know where I come from. I'm proud of the man I am today. If you can't accept the man I am today, you can't accept my lifestyle today, then I'm not the right kind of person for you. As far as anybody who can't accept me for me, go fuck yourself. Period. I'm not worried about it. Okay? You don't have to watch. You don't have to listen. You can judge all you want, but at the same time, I've been through the worst of the shit. How would you know anything about my background? Seriously, that's what I think is funny. You really have zero idea about my background. Okay? I'll tell you what, you think you know plenty about my background. Tell me, what do you know about me? Exactly, specifically, any event you can come up with. Go ahead. Anything in the past 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Tell me anything you know about me. I'll even give you 30 to 45 seconds to type. Oh, I love your comment. I thought you were all about God. Why are you so unhinged? You good? Okay, so I believe in Jesus Christ. I actually know he's real. But you also have to consider the beliefs of other countries as well, not just mine. Okay, I keep myself as an open mind. I know Jesus Christ is real. I know he's the personal Lord and Savior and the shepherd for the sheep that come with the church, which is what I'm standing in front of, ironically, right now. Okay? But you got to understand something about God and Christianity and everything else. Not everybody comes to a building called a church to worship. God and the church is in here. I don't need to worry about a whole church going to a whole building to worship with other people. Okay, that's the whole thing. I'm not mad. I'm not even triggered. As far as I'm concerned, whether you think you know me or not, that's on you. But when you actually know facts about me, that's different. Right now, what you're doing is grasping at straws. You're trying to pick and find out things that you might not know about me, period. Who lives in a what? In a tent on the side of the road. I like that one. I like that one. That's funny, especially considering someone that sounds like they sound like my next door neighbor. Okay? I might live in a tent on the side of the road. That's actually really, really good. That's actually really good. Considering you yourself might live in the dumpster, therefore you have a sunroof, right? That's actually really good. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about comments like that. Really, I'm not. I'm not worried about people making fun of me either. I've heard the worst. And let me drop this motherfucking bomb on people. I don't give two shits what people think about me. I don't give two shits what people assume about me. I don't give a fuck. Okay? As written in a famous song that I've heard, they're just names. Okay? That ain't gonna change. A name ain't gonna change who I am. You can call me a bum. You can call me worthless. You can call me poor. You can call me anything you want. That ain't bother me. I'm way past the name game. Name game. Let's see. When was the last time I played the name game? Back in junior high. Sorry. Next. I'm always good, Holmes. I'm always good. Believe that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm always good because I am rich. Okay? I'm rich with the dignity. I'm rich with dignity. I'm rich with my friends. I'm rich with the people that I live with. I'm rich with the community that I live in because of the fact I do nothing but meet good people. I meet respectful people. And for the people that don't respect anybody, I ain't got to talk to you. I ain't got to know you. I don't care. You got to understand, you got the wrong guy if you think trolling is going to bother me. Really, you got the wrong guy if you think trolling bothers somebody. Okay? As far as making fun of me, give it your best shot. Okay? Give it your best shot. I ain't worried about names. I ain't worried about where you think I live. I'm not worried about what kind of third world country you think I am. And by the way, for the idiot on the website who's trying to make third world country sound like a racist statement, it is not. I looked it up and said third world country could be. It is not. It's considered that way because the text, the context in which people use the term. Okay? All that term basically means is you're bringing back up somebody's past that they're not happy about, they don't want to talk about, and then you're going to bring it up anyway. That's what makes it bad. Okay? As far as a third world country, to me, it means a country a long way away. They got their own problems. They got their own history. They got their own everything. That's all it is. People talk about it, and then when people make a hate thing out of it, that's when it becomes bad. And that's what trolls do. People who can't let go of the hate, that's what trolls do. Okay, I really don't care about trolls. I've dealt with the best of trolls before. Believe that, on my personal stream. Message is held for review. Wow. Okay, you know what? I want to view the message. What? Okay, it'd be even more helpful if you made sense. Like popping bubble wrap. Okay, that's actually a cute one. I give it to you. Okay, like popping bubble wrap. That's a humorous assumption, considering it wasn't even clever. Okay, to me that's reaching for straws. That's all you're doing, and I'm not like some of these people who get their feelings butt hurt live online or anything else like that. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, like I said before, give it your best shot. You're not bothering me one bit. And if constantly dropping hate in a channel that's going live and trying to see if you can get a rise out of somebody, I'm not that guy, dude. Sorry about your luck. I mean, the only thing I could do is maybe give you a hug, a pat on the back, and say, hey, maybe things in the future will turn out better for you. Maybe if you find God, maybe if you find the Lord Jesus Christ, things will turn out better for you. Ask him for forgiveness. Ask him to lead your life anywhere it can go. Ask him for the help. Footprints in the sand, you know? Maybe that'll help you out. Okay? I'm happy with where my life is. I don't care what background I have. I don't care where it all comes from. I don't care about any of that. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, being a troll might be someone's only way of living. Maybe you have so much hate built up inside of you, that's the only thing you could do is find a live channel to troll and start talking stupid. And that's pretty much all you're doing is talking out of your ass. And pretty much that's actually impressive to me, considering your mouth talks shit. So both ends shit coming out, I mean, you will fly. That's pretty much all there is to it. You're a fly. So, anybody else have anything to talk about besides the low education of people who want to throw trash words? Oh, wow, another moderator just handled this. That's fine by me. I mean, I appreciate the fact of being a moderator and handle it. That's great. I appreciate that. I don't mind going back and forth with people, with stupid people. It's an easy target. It's an easy problem to solve. But thank you for dealing with the moderation. Now, as far as the shout outs, I am going to rewrite down the name of every one of the people who follow my channel. And since I will be able to do it live now, there's nothing stopping me from screaming out your name unless you tell me you don't want your name shouted out. And that's personal preference. I could deal with that. But I want to thank every single person who gave a sub. Okay, I want to personally call you out by the name that you use on YouTube underneath the subscribers, just like Zaystar. I think that was the name, Zaystar. There was a couple of them, including first responders, things like that. I'm going to give you all a complete shout out as soon as I write them all down, but I want to make sure you guys are recognized and given the respect that you deserve for helping something grow that may not have really gone anywhere. And I mean, I'm really appreciative that you helped this channel grow. And believe me, it's going to go even farther by the time we're done. I do appreciate that. Really, I do. I'm sorry if it keeps dropping people in the chat. I'm not sure if I'm in an area with a good signal, if I'm breaking up or what, but still. Like I said before, I don't give a fuck who thinks bad about me. I don't give a fuck if you think you know anything about me. I don't give a shit if you want to talk shit about me. Enjoy. Names don't hurt me. Situations don't hurt me. I know my past. I'm proud of who I am. And I don't give a shit where I'm from. I just remember where I'm from. I had a great family that raised me. I had a great mother who is now passed away. I had a great brother who was in the SEALs. Okay. I have family that I love and I appreciate. And no matter what, for anybody else who doesn't care for any of that shit, I don't give a goddamn. Okay? My family's a beautiful family as far as it goes, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, and I'm sure everybody here has great families too, people you look up to, people you love, people who you love very much that you've had pass away. I mean, God rest their souls. At the same time, guys, I do appreciate the fact that you came on. I do appreciate the fact that you guys were all here initially to start off. I do appreciate that, but I will also be dropping more shorts as well. That's not going to stop me at all. And I'm going to do what I can to make sure the signal stays better. I am going to do what I can to improve the channel, come up with higher, deeper subjects, but I am going to be reviewing some of the old things that I actually had on shorts. Therefore, we can have a deeper discussion about it, because not too many comments and discussions were dropped in it, because I'm not sure anybody knew what to say, because of the fact sometimes they are completely discussions that have been dealt with before, that have been talked about before, everything else. But for those of you who live in the state of Pennsylvania, depending on how close you live to the Delaware River, there is a great place to eat around here to get some great things to munch on for your house and case. It's called Marcus Hook Deli. They have some great people. They are a definitely family-oriented group of people. It is an awesome place to go to pick up some snacks, pick up some food, have a platter put together for you, have an office party, the whole 9 yards. It's a great place. Also, a shout out to all of you. Really, again, a shout out to all of you who actually decided to come in. And thank you guys. 7 thumbs up. I appreciate you. I really do. I really do. As far as I'm concerned, we are going to be on the road. Whether it hits or not, we're going to be on the road to 1,000 subs, 1,000 subscribers. Right now, I'm capped off at 50 plus because this is a newer channel for me. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm hoping it goes places for y'all that you needed to and wanted to. We can actually have open discussions about anything you need or want, but I will be bringing a lot of meat to the table. So initially I wanted to find out how many people showed up on the first day. And another thing I wanted to put out there, if you guys need any work on your houses, any work at all, home improvements, renovations, whatever, if you go online, there's a website called The Right Guy Home Improvements. I know the owner personally. He lives in Jersey, and he covers the Jersey, Pennsylvania. He covers the Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware areas. He doesn't go as far as Maryland yet because he only puts so many people. Give him a call. He did that, but at the same time, he painted the bottom of my house. He sealed up some cracks, things like that. And that's actually really great. And I appreciate that of him. And he asked for a low amount of money, which is also even better. Okay. And I appreciate him for that. Guy Hook, when you actually get this, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming down. Thank you for doing the extra without asking for more or without even being asked to. That's what I call a person who knows how to run a business. Okay. A lot of people do get money greedy, but just the same, it's awesome like that. So, guys, for now, thank you very much. For now, I'm going to call it an end of the stream. But next is going to be the next thing I cover. The next live stream I make, is going to touch up some subjects that I've been meaning to touch up on for a while. And part of it was just introduced today, and that's hate. Okay, and somewhat of trolls. Not exactly in that way, but you'll see what I mean. Guys, thank you very much for stopping in. I do appreciate you, and you have a great one. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys very much for coming on the first stream. I do appreciate you.